You know, he's at least wanting to do that, but he's got his eyes on the ultimate prize, taking Adelito down in January and getting his first win in a while. As we are underway, both boards are pretty nice to start out, but I think I like Floyd's a little bit more. It's got a bit more diversity on that top line ook.
Yeah, Adelito had to work his way down to a little bit of yellow access. Of course, now he's got plenty of it, but you can see just how everything's really blocky over here. But Adelito going to do this Adelito thing, make a nice combo there, and get himself into now an 8 virus lead early in this game.
There's the red yellow that Floyd's been waiting on to get this horizontal. Really nice play, but it has put him a little bit behind Adelito. Not too much that's going to be insurmountable for him, but he does have a slight deficit to Adelito at the moment, and not a great top line, completely reliant on reds and blues for Floyd.
Yeah, his lack of access to yellow has been a bit of a pain already here in this early minute. Whereas Adelito has no real access to blue, just drilled himself down into some. Would have loved to see him be able to get that blue, this horizontal done that he just did, because he had some yellows stacked up on top of it. Unfortunately, had to take the yellows out, and was not able to handle that. But with things the way they are stacked right now, he's going to be able to handle a horizontal, and hit a double yellow as well as clear out that red. And he is down to just a handful of viruses.
Yeah, that was a really nice play by Adelito. Floyd's been making some really great plays with what he's been given. Unfortunately, for Floyd, everything that he's been given has not necessarily been everything that he needs. As he is trailing Adelito, who is already into level 15 with a fairly decent board to start out with. Gonna need a little bit more blue here in this column 6 and 7 and 8 to progress this board, but he's making some really nice work already out of it.
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty high stacked board, but Adelito's managed to get through 100 levels in this game. So, it's pretty much nothing for him, especially considering that he did all of that on high speed. And that's just a testament to his abilities with horizontal plays. This one right here going to be a great tee. Left him a little bit of garbage, but it's not going to be too bad as Floyd joins him now in level 15, down by about 30 viruses.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough deficit for Floyd to overcome, especially with the pills that he's getting. He's making some setups, but just not been able to fire them off as of yet. Love that he went ahead and cleared out those blues. That overhang was making me a bit nervous for him. Again, Floyd playing on medium speed, so it's not as bad as if you were playing on high speed. That gravity just a tiny bit slower for him to be able to make some maneuvers. But as it stands, Adelito now with a 28 virus lead over Floyd and looking to make that even bigger.
Yeah, but on Adelito's side, he's really hurting for some blues right now. You saw the couple of blues he just got was enough to get him started into deeper in this level. But you can see there's what, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blues left. Most of them are set up for combos, but any that many blues, it's going to take some time. And luckily for him, he's got everything pretty well set up, and is now just needing this blue and 2 more reds. And he is going to be out of this at just about 4 minutes, assuming doctor willing.
Yeah.
He's out at a 4:03 and has a 31 virus lead now on Floyd.
Yet the amount of time it took Adelito to get through the rest of those blues, it was just insane. The RNG definitely working for him. And looking over at Floyd's board, needing a lot of red to progress into this board. This red yellow going to be interesting. We'll see where he goes with it. He goes to the right. I'm looking at the bottom of his board. He does have the opportunity and he takes it to get the reds horizontally. Nice play there by Floyd.
All right, looking at what Adelito's offering us right now, he's got some combo ideas set up. had the double yellows down in that pit that he just put a yellow blue on top of. So he was really wanting to avoid putting any sort of yellow or any sort of reds down in the bottom as he was trying to set up a horizontal. You can see now why he set up the yellow blue the way he did. He still got some garbage to deal with, but overall it's not going to be too big of a deal as he continues to maintain quite a sizable lead over Floyd, our 2 seed.
Yeah, Floyd just he's doing what he can with what he's given, and it's not that he's playing badly at all. It's just, one, he's playing against Adelito, who is just a beast at this game, and two, he hasn't had really the best pills to work with. But even with that being said, Floyd is still playing a really nice game here. It's just not been his crown so far.
Yeah, and this is a best of five. That's why we play as many as we do because you get bad games with as much game as you've got going on here. But now a 54 virus deficit for Floyd, and that's quite a number. It's not one that he wants to be playing with. As Adelito gets down to the bottom of his level 60 and had some really smart setups. He's going to be out of the bottom of his board before he's out of the top.
Adelito getting a rare double blue rush, which is followed by a blue red. Just looking to get the rest of these yellows cleared out so he can get down to the red. Not getting the yellows. Finally gets one. Gonna need one more. Ideally a yellow red, but he got a double yellow, and he passed it up and ended up getting the yellow red he needed out at about a 637.
I gotta imagine that had something to do with wanting to make sure that he had access
Mm-hmm.
in the next pill, but it was a little surprising to see. As we look over on Floyd's board, he's got a bit of a spire. That left-hand side is now, especially his column 3, is super spired, and he's got no access to blue except for what he just created and got rid of. So, yeah, it's not been an RNG-friendly board for Floyd. We say that far too often, and he won't let us forget it either. But it's in this case definitely very apparent that the doc doesn't like him.
Oh, the doc not liking you. I don't understand that at all. Uh,
Oh no.
anyway, Adelito in a little bit of trouble here. You see, he's trying to get that yellow horizontally, and well, I say he's in trouble, and then he does that and gets out of trouble. That's probably what the plan was the entire time.
Plans, sure. Look at this one that Adelito's setting up. That's going to be this double blue, exactly what he wants. And yeah, I do think that the reds weren't really ideal and part of the plan, but let's see. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and use garbage to make garbage and to get rid of garbage. So uh, nicely into his level 17. He's not a full level ahead yet. Don't expect that he will get there. I feel like Floyd's going to make, yeah, especially with that combo, he's going to make it into his level 17 before Adelito is out. But uh, yeah, hefty lead for Adelito as Floyd is getting out about an 830.
Yeah, 58 virus deficit. That's just insane. And unfortunately, that's not one you come back from unless your opponent tops out. But, this far into the board, Adelito's probably not going to top out. And that would just be the most insane thing if it did happen.
And back to something that
Ooh.
yeah, that was definitely not where he wanted that pill. But back to something you said earlier, it's, this isn't a reflection on Floyd as much as it's a reflection on Adelito's just insane ability to find plays that, yeah, nobody else in this community would have thought of. So he's out at a 918. That is a very sweet time. In fact, is
Not a top
just
20.
off of our top 20 time on our board. But yeah, it's good play. GG's to both players. And Floyd just got to do what everybody who loses game one has to do: shake it off, go on to the next one. hope that the board that your opponent sees isn't as good as the one you see.
Yeah, in fact, Floyd saying in our chat that it was a throwaway game, and yeah, fair.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, but we do have readies from both of our players. Uh, and we have our countdown: 3, 2, 1, pills.
All right. Yellow blues to start for both players. And Adelito with a quick first combo is going to get himself into a slight lead, but it's 15 seconds in. Leads don't matter now. Uh, Floyd also finding some good plays, good combos, hoping that he will see just enough yellows to get him through, and then no more for a hot minute because he is not looking at yellows on top of his board.
Yeah, thought he might have taken the red yellow to drill down. He's gonna do it there. Really nice play. I mean, it does sacrifice some drop time, but at the same time, he opens up yellow access. So I like the play, even though he does have to take a little bit of drop time. He's gonna need to open up some more yellow access again, and he's got to take out this blue to do it. Hopefully, he'll get some blues to work with pretty quick.
But as we say that, it is about a 3-4 virus lead for Floyd, who is now needing blues, while Adelito is needing not blue. Most of the blue that he needs to take care of right now is just garbage. Is going to get okay, so it wasn't garbage. Is going to get everything worked out, but yeah, his blue is a little further down the board than where he is right now. So now's the time that he wants it, and he doesn't want to see yellow.
And I can't decide whose board I like better. Is Adelito's got the lower board, but well, until that double and before that double red rush happened, he was pretty dependent on that red. But now it's looking a whole lot better. Really nice tuck to get the upside down sweet tea from Adelito there. Floyd just looking to get heck of a lot of blue here, Ook.
Yeah, it's about a 6 virus deficit, although Floyd definitely putting a good set of plays on is going to get a nice combo here. But he would love to, man, there's just no telling what all he would love to see at this point. Something to get these blues horizontally, I think, as, yeah, he's not going to be able to do that, but what he does want to see is happening over on Adelito's board. That's a lack of red, as he's out at a 228, but could have been out quite a bit sooner if the doc had been kinder. So just kind of rough going there, but Floyd now needing 5 more blues to finish it out, and he's getting RNG hit himself. There's his second, just needs 4 more.
Yeah, speaking of needing the doc to be kinder, this looks very familiar for Floyd. I really hope he gets a blue soon because he's going to be in top out territory if he's not careful. Oh, God, that's really scary. Wisely
Yep.
uses the reds to drop some down, and he's gonna. Oh, thought he might use the yellows to drop down a little bit more just to create some extra space for him at the top.
Ooh.
I don't think he meant to do that, but he is gonna get that final blue out at a 316. And gosh, that's not okay, Doc.
Yeah, that's not the way we want to see this happen. These are good players, and they deserve better than what the doc is providing for them today. Speaking of better, that was a better combo than I've seen in a while over on Adelito's side, and this is going to be insane. Look at that. Drops out the entire middle of his board. He now has a close to a 30 virus lead as he is just surging here. Floyd, though, going to find good plays. He just needs a lot of red to get himself off the top of this board.
Look at this combo from Adelito. Drops into a fat log and then drops the yellows down to set up some more vertical clears. He does just have that one piece of red garbage at the top in his column 7, but that's not going to be difficult for him to clear out at all. Lido. I will see myself out now.
Thank you. As yeah, Floyd a little stuck on the top of his board. Again, it was reds that he was needing, and just it hasn't been solid for him. In fact, has to take a bracket clear where he would really have liked to drop those yellows down, get himself further down into the board. Of course, Adelito's got himself into a pinch. He's going to need now 4 reds to get out of this board, and w 2 of them come in doubles. Well, isn't
Mm-hmm.
that just lovely for him? Out at a 455 and into his level 16. We love all of our players, we really do, but, some of them just getting lucky for us.
Yeah. Floyd making some really nice combos there on his side of the board. Would really love to see some any combination of red and yellow. Honestly, doubles would be nice. Red yellows would be nice. He gets a red yellow there, followed by followed by a red rush, perfectly timed. That's going to bring his board down quite a bit, Ook.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to see, and, man, it ended at just the right time. Now, if these red blues would or yellow blues would just continue on, it would have been very nice for him. Um, yeah, that was the right idea for those blues, but unfortunately not spaced out the way he would have liked. Now he's just gonna need another 4 blues after that 1. There's 2, 3, and 2 more. 2 more, Doc. There's 1. 1 more. There it is. Out at a 607, and he is gonna find himself now 40 viruses behind.
40 viruses, that's a lot. But looking at Adelito's board, Adelito needs a lot of blue himself. We're going to see him set up for this horizontal blue combo, and it's going to drop the reds down underneath to set up another clear. And there it is, with just that yellow garbage on top of his column 4. But with this red yellow, he's already been able to get it cleared out. Things looking pretty good for Adelito. Just going to need some more blue and some more red.
Floyd needing reds followed by blues, and so far the doc only begrudgingly giving him what he needs, and that is slowing him down quite a bit. As Adelito now at the bottom of his board, he is in his end game position. Floyd though getting a nice triple there, about halfway down his board.
Yeah, something we didn't mention earlier, we do play levels 14 through 17 in our finals, and it is displayed on there on your screen as well. So Adelito going into his final level here, and with a pretty commanding lead over Floyd, who is still 35 viruses remaining in his level 16. Don't think he'll get lapped, but it is possible.
Yeah, not playing like that. That was a phenomenal combo, and it required the kind of extra kind of third dimensional thinking, if you will, that we see in some of our top players. As man, Floyd does not need these double yellows at all.
Yeah, double yellow, not what Floyd ordered at the moment. He could use it now, but it really wouldn't be that beneficial to him. I love what he did with that red yellow, though, dropping it down, getting the reds horizontally. Nice combo there by Floyd.
Yeah, had an opportunity to handle things in a way that might have been just the slightest bit more efficient, but it still was a great combo. And yeah, it's Floyd is a great player. Don't let if this is your first time seeing this tournament, don't let this particular set of levels color you into thinking that he is anything but that. Floyd's a phenomenal player. This is just Adelito finding another level, finding that gear that put him on top all of last year,
Hmm.
and is threatening at this point to continue to do so. Floyd making really smart plays there to avoid dropping that garbage right there down and blocking himself off out at a 906. He is going to be 61 viruses behind at the start of his level 17.
My goodness, that's just not what you want to hear. But you're playing Adelito. What are you gonna do? Unless you're Influx, I guess. But Adelito's just going to town on this level 17. I said at the beginning of Floyd 16, I didn't think he was going to get lapped, but he actually came pretty close as Adelito out at a 932, and Floyd still had about 60 viruses to go.
All right, so GG's to Floyd and to Adelito on a really good game number two. But yeah, it's going to be for Adelito, it's going to be match point. It's going to be tournament point. For Floyd, he is going to need to do a reverse sweep if he's going to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a ready from Floyd. And we do have a ready from Adelito saying, let's get sub nines.
Floyd just
Uh,
begging for a good seed.
yeah.
I can't say that I blame him.
There have only been 7 sub nines in tournament history, but there is the 3-2-1 pills. Let's see what this game has for us now.
Indeed, both players going to be out about a second and a half. Looks like we had a late timer start from Adelito. So if this comes down to the wire, we will have to confirm at the end. But as of right now, looking like both have pretty nice boards. Floyd making some really nice plays, but gosh, I'm kind of concerned for him if he doesn't get some blue quick.
Yeah, tell me about it. I think with Adelito, it was a little bit of a freeze on his stream
Okay.
because his viruses did lock up right at the beginning. I noticed that. So, yeah, we will confirm if there's any problems. But right now, Floyd taking what he can. Adelito starting off with the lead, and yeah, Adelito's going to need some yellow pretty soon. Although it is now blue that's dominating the top of his board.
Yeah, a lot of blue for Adelito. Fortunately for Floyd, he has gotten the blues that he's needed, and he really doesn't have very many blues left on the board. So that's got to be really encouraging for him. Love to see this double blue, wondering what he's going to do with it. He does go ahead and tucks down at the bottom to get the horizontal. Thought he might have gone ahead and cleared the blues in his column one horizontally just to open up some more red access. So we'll see how that works out for him. But he's having a pretty good level 14 here, Ook.
Yeah, he's nursing a now 4 virus lead. Although everything's vertical down at the bottom of his board, and all of his yellows are dependent on other colors. Smart play to go ahead and go for this red. See, yeah, he's setting up for the horizontal, and I mean, you can't be thinking about a about a fat log with double yellows.
Yeah.
He is not, and it's going to be Floyd out at a 207. Adelito is going to be out at his next blue, but it is going to be behind Floyd. He's going to be out at a 210. So just about a 3-second difference between these two. And Floyd making really good early progress on the top of this board. Doesn't have a lot of use for blue, but is not getting too much of it yet.
Yeah, and the blues that he is getting, he's got a space for, so that's really nice for him. The thing that I'm concerned about with Floyd's board is the amount of red that he's having to deal with. I like the play to go ahead and get the horizontal down at the bottom, especially since he had another double red coming that he could get the, I believe it was a horizontal towards the top. A really nice, efficient play there by Floyd.
Yeah, and he's again still about 10 viruses up now. Just the amount is fluctuating, but Floyd is continuing to remain on top of the board and on top of the lead. I mean, and so far it's working out very well for him. Although Adelito just had a big combo that's going to drop him down to just 1 virus behind. Floyd needing anything but blue right now, and would love to get rid of some of these spires. Is starting to do so as the dock is starting to play nicely for him. And love these double reds. Would love to see more of that for him. For Adelito, he also is going to need a lot of red, and I just don't think he's getting it quite as much as Floyd is.
Yeah, this is really kind of interesting for Adelito, but a really nice I don't even know what triggered that, but it was a really nice combo for Adelito to get some reds off of the board. He's still going to need quite a few more, though. Love to see him get that yellow horizontally first before he attacks the blues. And as a side note, the Dave, our restreamer, confirming in the chat that Adelito's timer is correct. Thank you for confirming that for us.
Floyd needs a yellow red here. Did not manufacture one. Is just going to go ahead and take the garbage as Adelito out at a 415. There's that yellow red that Floyd needed. It would have saved him this garbage that he's taking care of right now. But he's just a couple of yellows and a blue away from finishing his own level 15. And these blues coming at just the right moment. He is going to be out of 441 and is only about 15 viruses behind.
Yeah, look at this combo from Adelito. A drop into a
Fat log with a
a
branch.
fat log with a vertical. Yeah, that was really cool. Love to see the way that looked. And it was a really nice, efficient play too. So really, just wow from Adelito. That's all you can say.
Yeah, absolutely. But Floyd roaring in here is still holding that serve of about 15. He gets a great version of the same combo himself and is going to get a triple here. So that's, again, though, keeping him at about 15 viruses behind. Adelito is holding on to his lead. Floyd with a cross. Adelito now going to need, yeah, going to need some horizontals there to make things work. He was needing a lot of reds, now no longer needs as much, although he would like to see some. And is going to get a double red to just make that combo, that beautiful combo. And he is surging ahead. Now 18 viruses ahead. It's like his end games are faster than his mid games. And that shouldn't even be possible, Flendo.
Yeah, it's just kind of nutty how well the RNG has just gone for him in a lot of his boards, to be honest, but this board in particular, it's just gone so well for him. He was out at what, a 414, I believe, in his level 15, and he's gonna be out just over 2 minutes once he gets this final red at 205 level 16. That's just nutty.
It's task levels of thinking ahead. It's really the only way I can explain it is he's just thinking about what he's looking at, what is there, and he's thinking so many more layers above where most players are. It's it's incredible to watch, and we'll see if Floyd can overcome it as he is making really good micro adjustments there at the end to be out at a 656, a good time in and of itself.
Yeah, that's a really nice time. Looking at
Adelito
Adelito's
stacked.
board, not really sure what happened at the top of Adelito's board, but if he doesn't get the right pills, he could be in danger of a top out here. I gotta imagine, yeah, he's gonna use that red to drop his column one down just a little bit. Should still be able to blink that over, and he does manage to get over there. And wow, what a combo that was!
Yep, and now there's no more garbage for him.
Yeah.
But he does need a lot of blue just to get further down this board. Of course, any double blue will be ideal for him. He's actually got two different triple opportunities, and looks like he's going to set up. Oh no. Yep, he's going to set it up so that he's going to next get a massive fat log. I saw that about just a bit after he did. But look at where Floyd is. He's only 6 viruses behind here in this level 17. Really making up some ground. And Floyd could be looking at continuing on in this one at a rate that we weren't expecting to see.
Yeah, this has just been phenomenal for Floyd to get back in as close as he has. Gonna need a lot of red though to progress into the rest of this board. Adelito's still fighting with the blues, but he's started to be able to dig into this board a little bit deeper. Um, it's really just going to come down to who gets the pills first.
But look at this. It's 2 virus difference. Now remains a 2. Floyd's going to get, it's still 2. Now it's 17 to 14. It's just so close. For every combo that Floyd's finding, Atleto's finding just one more to keep it exactly the same.
Mhm.
But oh, there we go. Now it's 11 to 11. We got a tie game. Adleto does
Oh,
have
look at this
about a
from
three
Floyd.
second difference. Yes, Floyd with a great combo there. Let's see what he's going to do about these yellows. He doesn't really have a great end game setup here, but oh, in the end, it's not going to be enough for
Ah,
Floyd as
man.
Adleto out at a 9:15. And man, oh man, that was a phenomenal comeback from Floyd, who in the end
So
just
close.
gets hung up with some RNG, but played an amazing 16 and early 17 there. So GG's to both players.